Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an immediate aversion towards you, even when there appears to be no apparent reason? It's as though, regardless of your actions, there's always someone who looks at you with disdain or antipathy. The question, why do some people just hate us, poses a mystery that doesn't always stem from our actions or words. Sometimes, the reasons behind this hatred are rooted in psychological complexities, disguised envy or misunderstandings. Understanding this phenomenon is not just a matter of curiosity, but is essential for navigating the complex social dynamics we face daily. If you are new here, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Statistics show that only 3% of my audience is subscribed to the channel, so if this content has helped you in any way, I ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Reason 1. Envy and jealousy, deep-rooted causes of aversion. Envy and jealousy are among the most common and profound reasons that can lead someone to develop feelings of aversion towards you. These corrosive emotions act as true poisons in interpersonal relationships, capable of transforming admiration into repulsion and respect into resentment. They often arise when someone sees in you something they wish for themselves, but believe they cannot achieve. This feeling can be triggered by a variety of reasons, from your professional success and personal achievements to aspects of your personality or lifestyle. Often, envy and jealousy are reflections of a person's internal dissatisfaction with their own life. Instead of finding inspiration in your achievements or rejoicing in your happiness, they see your qualities and successes as a mirror, reflecting their own flaws or lack of fortune. This emotion can evolve into deep resentment, leading them to wish for your failure or downfall in an attempt to alleviate their own pain or dissatisfaction. The most destructive aspect of envy and jealousy is that they can prompt envious or jealous individuals to resort to gossip, defamation, or even sabotage to undermine your efforts and achievements. They may try to discredit your work or spread falsehoods about your character, all in the hope of knocking you off the pedestal on which they, in their minds, place you. It is crucial to recognize that envy and jealousy are the problems of the person feeling them, not yours. Although it's easy to internalize the hatred and start to question or blame yourself, it's important to remember that you are not responsible for another person's feelings of inferiority or dissatisfaction. Your achievements and qualities should not be diminished due to someone's inability to deal with their own internal issues. As Marcus Aurelius said, do not concern yourself with things outside your control. The feelings of envy and jealousy from others are clearly beyond your control. And Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control, your own actions, thoughts, and reactions. Understanding that envy and jealousy are often the root of the hatred some people feel towards you can help you navigate these complicated interactions. Knowing how to deal with these negative emotions maturely and passively, without letting them affect you, is a vital skill for maintaining your inner peace and continuing on your path of personal and professional growth. Reason 2. Misunderstandings and ineffective communication sow the seeds of resentment. Misunderstandings and ineffective communication, although they may initially seem small or insignificant, have the potential to fuel deep and lasting resentments. At the heart of these misunderstandings often lie misinterpretations or a lack of clarity in how we express ourselves or interpret the words of others. Misunderstandings arise when there is a discrepancy between the intention of a message and the way it is perceived. These small communication failures can lead to incorrect beliefs about intentions or attitudes, leading someone to think you are disrespectful, indifferent, or even hostile. On the other hand, ineffective communication significantly contributes to building emotional barriers and misunderstandings. This can occur when we fail to express our thoughts and feelings clearly, leaving room for misinterpretations. In other cases, the inability to practice active listening and truly understand the other's perspective can lead to assumptions and incorrect judgments. These scenarios become fertile grounds for the development of negative feelings. When people feel misunderstood or believe they have been misinterpreted, they can start to develop an aversion based on these failed communication experiences. What started as a minor misunderstanding can grow and transform into a hostility that often bears no relation to the reality of the situation or the relationship itself. Recognizing the importance of misunderstandings and ineffective communication as reasons for the emergence of negative feelings is crucial to prevent unfounded hatred. It is essential to strive for clear, open, and honest communication in all interactions. Furthermore, it's important to give people the benefit of the doubt and seek clarifications when there's uncertainty. By doing so, unnecessary resentments can be avoided and interpersonal relationships can be maintained on a healthier and more positive basis. Reason 3. Conflicting values and beliefs are the catalysts for disagreement and hatred. We live in a diverse world where each person is shaped by a unique set of values and beliefs that guide their perceptions, decisions, and behaviors. When these values conflict with those of another person, this can be the starting point for disagreements and eventually hatred. Differences in values can range from political and religious views to opinions on work ethic and lifestyles. When someone views their values as absolutely correct or superior, anyone with a different set of beliefs can be seen as an adversary or a threat. This us versus them mentality is a common source of interpersonal conflicts and can quickly transform disagreement into contempt. Moreover, when a person's beliefs are deeply ingrained, any challenge to these beliefs is often perceived as a personal attack. This can trigger an intense defensive response, resulting in hostility directed towards the person representing that perceived threat. In situations like this, the conflict is not limited to divergent opinions. It becomes a battle between identities and worldviews. These differences can also lead to stereotypes and hasty judgments when people do not make an effort to understand the other's perspective and resort to generalizations, creating barriers that prevent empathy and mutual understanding. These judgments can transform into hatred, especially when fueled by unrecognized fears or prejudices. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the idea that our personal beliefs and values are the result of our individual experiences and perceptions. Epictetus, one of the prominent Stoic philosophers, would remind us that each of us is the product of our own upbringing and environment. In that sense, it is natural for people to have different sets of values and beliefs. Fostering open dialogue, tolerance, and respect for differences can not only prevent hatred, but also promote a more compassionate and understanding world. Reason: the detrimental impact of rumors and gossip. Enriching our own experiences and understanding of the world, accepting that not everyone will share our perspectives and that this is okay, is a crucial step towards harmonious coexistence in a pluralistic society. Another significant factor that often leads to the development of feelings of hatred is the influence of rumors and gossip. The influence of rumors and gossip spread by third parties, often false or exaggerated and motivated by malice or the mere desire to create intrigue, can be extremely harmful. They have the power to shape people's perceptions of you unfairly and often irreversibly. Rumors and gossip act like a virus in social relationships, spreading quickly and infecting people's opinions before you have a chance to present your true story. Once a rumor is circulated, it can take on a life of its own, distorting reality and creating a false image of who you are. This is particularly destructive when rumors concern negative or sensitive aspects of your life or personality. The problem with rumors is that even when unfounded, they can be incredibly convincing. People tend to believe what they hear, especially if the rumor confirms their own suspicions or biases. Furthermore, the forbidden or sensational nature of a rumor can make it more appealing and, therefore, more likely to be spread. The dissemination of false or misleading information creates a toxic environment where you are judged and condemned without evidence or fairness. The consequences can range from social isolation and loss of friendships to more severe impacts on your professional and personal life. The hatred generated by rumors can be one of the most difficult feelings to combat, as you are fighting against a manufactured image and not reality. It is essential, therefore, to be aware of the powerful influence that rumors can have in shaping hatred towards you. While it may be challenging, it is important to try to dismantle these rumors with the truth and maintain integrity, regardless of the falsehoods being spread. Remember, your authenticity and honesty are your best tools against the poison of rumors. Trusting in your truth and maintaining transparency in your interactions can help debunk lies and rebuild your image in the eyes of others. Remember, in the long run, truth and integrity will prevail over falsehoods and malice. Reason 5. Personal insecurities and projection are drivers of hatred. Personal insecurities and projection play a crucial role in the dynamics of interpersonal hatred. Personal insecurities, when not confronted and overcome, can transform into envy, resentment, and eventually hatred towards those who appear not to share the same weaknesses or fears. These insecurities can stem from various sources, such as past experiences, perceived failures, social comparisons, among others. As Seneca said, when someone feels insecure, they may inadvertently project those feelings onto others, especially those who seem to represent the opposite of their own insecurities. For example, if someone is insecure about their career, they might develop resentment towards a colleague who is succeeding and advancing professionally. This projection of insecurities acts as a psychological defense, an attempt to cope with internal feelings of inadequacy. Instead of facing and working on their own insecurities, it is easier for some people to direct their frustration and negativity towards others. This process can lead to feelings of hatred, as the person sees in you a constant reminder of their own struggles and shortcomings. Another aspect of this dynamic is the feeling of threat that your achievements or qualities may represent to someone with deep insecurities. Instead of seeing your successes as inspiring, these individuals may perceive them as a mirror reflecting what they lack. This can trigger a negative emotional response, as they feel that their own position or self-image is being challenged or diminished. It is crucial to understand that someone's personal insecurities and the resulting feelings of hatred are not a result of your actions or who you are. They are instead a manifestation of that person's internal battles. Understanding this can help you not to take these negative feelings personally and to maintain a healthy perspective in your interactions. Additionally, recognizing this dynamic can be an important first step in addressing these feelings in a compassionate and empathetic manner, helping to dispel misunderstandings and foster a more positive environment. You have now reached the halfway mark of the video. I congratulate you for trying to become a better version of yourself, and I also humbly ask you to leave a comment, as it helps my channel immensely. If you do not know what to comment, just write "mind over body" so I know you reached this far. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Also, I've linked some books on Stoicism that helped me become the man I am today, and will also help you achieve a Stoic mindset. Reason 6. Lack of empathy and understanding is a root of hatred. Lack of empathy and understanding is another reason for hatred. In an ideal world, empathy and understanding would be the driving forces in our daily interactions. However, one of the most evident reasons leading someone to harbor feelings of hatred is precisely the lack of these essential qualities. The inability to feel empathy or understand others' experiences and perspectives can create a chasm between people, leading to misunderstandings and ultimately hatred. Lack of empathy manifests in the inability to put oneself in another's shoes, to feel what the other person is feeling, or to understand their motivations and reactions. When someone lacks empathy, their interpretations and reactions to the actions of others can be severely distorted, leading them to perceive an offense where there is none and to misinterpret intentions. As a result, they develop deep resentment based on a misunderstanding. This lack of understanding is often exacerbated by prejudices, hasty judgments, and the inability to consider context and nuances. People who lack empathy tend to see the world in terms of black and white, which can lead to misguided and unfair perceptions of others. Their judgments are often based on assumptions or a superficial view of the situation, without making an effort to truly understand the other person. The lack of empathy and understanding can also be a manifestation of egocentrism. Egocentric individuals are so focused on themselves that they find it difficult to recognize or value the experiences and feelings of others. This egocentrism can translate into insensitivity, causing them to treat others' problems or successes with contempt or indifference. This attitude can be easily interpreted as hostility or hatred. Recognizing the lack of empathy or understanding as a reason for hatred is important. To address these situations, it is important to remember that often the hatred someone feels towards you is more a reflection of their own emotional limitations than anything you have done. Understanding this can help you approach these conflicts with a more balanced perspective, seeking ways to build bridges of understanding when possible or to protect yourself from negative emotional influences. Reason 7. Competition or rivalry are also a source of hatred. Competition or rivalry is another cause of hatred. This type of relationship, often infused with competition and constant comparison, can become a powerful source of negative feelings. When competition or rivalry intensifies, it can lead to hatred that transcends the bounds of a mere dispute, becoming an obsession with surpassing or harming the other person. Competition and rivalry are common in various aspects of life, whether in the workplace, social circles, or even family relationships. Normally, healthy competition can be a stimulus for growth and personal improvement. However, when that competition becomes obsessive, or when rivalry is based on insecurities, jealousy, or past resentments, it can degenerate into a fervent desire to see the other person fail. Often, the transformation of competition into hatred occurs when one person feels consistently overshadowed or belittled by the other. Instead of striving to surpass their own limitations or achieve their goals, the focus shifts towards defeating or diminishing the other. This sentiment can intensify when the achievements or recognition of the other are perceived as undeserved or at one's own expense. Moreover, intensified rivalry can lead to destructive behaviors such as defamation, sabotage, or personal attacks. The need to win at any cost can undermine the sense of ethics and justice, resulting in actions intended to directly harm the other person. These actions not only harm the target individual, but also erode the character and integrity of the one who practices them. Recognizing competition and rivalry as a possible reason for hatred is important to understand the nature of these relationships. By identifying these feelings in others or oneself, ways can be sought to transform competition into collaboration, or, at least, learn to compete in a healthy and respectful manner, remembering that another person's success does not diminish your own. and that there is room for everyone to shine can be a powerful antidote against hatred born from competition and rivalry. Reason 8. The influence of social expectations. The influence of social expectations can also lead to the development of negative feelings. Sometimes people may feel hatred if they perceive that you do not meet the social norms or expectations they consider important. For example, if your life choices significantly differ from these expectations, some people might feel uncomfortable or resentful. This is because your choice challenges their own beliefs and expectations, which can lead to hostility. Social pressure and the fear of the unknown can drive these feelings of hatred. It is important to remember that your life and choices are yours to make, and you should not conform to others' expectations. Despite opposition, maintaining authenticity and living according to your values is crucial for your happiness and well-being. Reason 9. The impact of lack of recognition. The last reason someone might develop negative feelings towards you is a lack of recognition. Sometimes people expect or desire their efforts, achievements, or contributions to be acknowledged, and when they feel they are not receiving the attention or recognition they believe they deserve, they may start to experience resentment or even hatred. The lack of recognition can be especially pertinent in work, family, or social environments where the competition for attention or appreciation is high. It is important to remember that recognition can be subjective and vary according to individual expectations. Some people may need more validation and appreciation than others. Open communication and the expression of recognition can help prevent the buildup of unjustified resentments and foster healthier relationships. After exploring the reasons why people might develop feelings of hatred towards you, it becomes clear that navigating the complex world of interpersonal relationships requires both care and understanding. It is crucial to recognize the importance of distancing oneself from those who, driven by their own issues and insecurities, seek only to destroy you and disturb your peace. This distancing is not an act of weakness, but of strength and self-preservation. Hatred is often less about who you are and more about the internal struggles of the person feeling it. Therefore, continue on your path with integrity, kindness, and authenticity. Value those who respect and appreciate you for who you are, and know that by doing so, you are creating a healthier and happier environment for yourself and those around you. Now, if any part of this message has been helpful to you, leave us your like and comment, helping the algorithm recommend it to someone who needs it at this time. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos. And if you look through the videos we've already uploaded, you're sure to find something to take with you. Have a good day.